That's right. Drug traffickers are doing everything they can to get the upper hand on law enforcement. That includes praying to a higher, or in this case, lower power. It is a practice that's gaining in popularity.
They understand that they're probably not going to live a very long life. They understand that they're living life on the edge. They understand that they're doing something wrong, but they try to rationalize what they're doing.
Santa Muerte, or Holy Death, is the latest tool in the drug trafficker's arsenal. Call it a devotion, a religion, or simply fanaticism, but drug traffickers are turning to her for guidance and protection.
They worship her, believing that she will protect them, mainly from law enforcement. That's why they pray to Santa Muerte.
The protection they seek is for everything from a successful deal or delivery, protection from being caught and arrested, even life after death.
If they get killed, they believe that Santa Muerte is going to take them to heaven.
U.S. Marshal Robert Almonte has been studying and doing research on Santa Muerte for about 10 years. That includes finding churches, processions, and prayer services for Santa Muerte in Mexico.
What I found are two things. The popularity of Santa Muerte has increased tremendously over the last several years. The other thing I've seen is that you have two different kinds of people that are praying to her, and really not just praying to her, but worshiping her. And those two sets of people involve people that are not involved in criminal activity, and then those that are involved in criminal activity.
The devotion to Santa Muerte is nothing new. It's been going on for years, and not just in border cities. Marshal Almonte has received reports of followers from all across the country.
Well, I saw that back in 2004, I believe, in Mexico. To me, it was just a matter of time before she made it to the United States.
Almonte's research has taught him everything from how different people and groups interpret their belief in Santa Muerte to what different symbols stand for. For example, the candles.
Most of the time white is for good luck, black is for protection, and red is for love.
Not everyone who follows and prays to Santa Muerte is involved in criminal activity. These are just warning signs or red flags for law enforcement. Almonte is using his research to give them a more even playing field in the war against drug traffickers.
You go into a drug house with a search warrant and you see a red Santa Muerte statue, that doesn't mean you leave the house because you think there's nothing but love going on there. You do an investigation.
Dante Sorianello, resident agent with the Midland Drug Enforcement Administration, is one of many agents across the country that has received this training.
Any type of information you can get about people who are engaged in illegal activities and part of that illegal culture of what they're engaged in, it helps you to identify your foe, for lack of a better term. Being able to identify them and the things that they are engaged in can allow you to investigate them more appropriately, more effectively, and allow us as an agency, the Drug Enforcement Administration, to be more effective in our investigations.
Sorianello says DEA agents in West Texas also come across signs and symbols of Santa Muerte.
Probably about 15 to 20% of the time when we're dealing with drug traffickers or drug smugglers that have a direct link with Mexico, we have encountered items such as the statue behind me or little shrines to Santa Muerte.
Both Sorianello and Almonte agree not everyone who has a statue or even a tattoo of Santa Muerte is a drug trafficker. But in Sorianello's line of work and experience,
I am there for a reason, that's investigating drug trafficking crimes. They have had these items and they are engaged in the drug trafficking.
For many, this belief and trust in Santa Muerte is unconditional.
Even if you're placed under arrest, they're still going to pray to Santa Muerte. Now they're praying to her for the court case to be dismissed or something like that.
You can be sure that there are those who are against the following of Santa Muerte. Coming up tonight at 10 o'clock, we'll hear from the Catholic Church and what they say this devotion really is. In the studio, Victor Lopez, News West 9.